Hello everyone, welcome back to Madrid Pulse. We brings you the latest news and updates from inside Real Madrid. All the reactions, all the breaking news, straight to you. Real Madrid manager Xabi Alonso shared his happiness after his team's strong performance led them past Juventus and into the Club World Cup quarterfinals. Alonso expressed his belief that the squad is showing clear improvement with every match they play. The Spanish coach couldn't hide his satisfaction after the final whistle, emphasizing how the team is building confidence as they advance in the tournament. "We're getting stronger game by game. Today, we played well and moved forward with confidence," Alonso said, reflecting the faith he has in his players at this critical stage. Real Madrid's victory over Juventus was not just another win but a statement of intent from a squad growing in rhythm and chemistry under Alonso's leadership. When asked whether it's difficult to leave Gonzalo Garcia on the bench due to Kylian Mbappe's presence, Alonso avoided controversy and kept the focus on the team's present momentum. "I'm not thinking about the next match right now. I'm happy with how we played today and what we did well," he responded calmly, making it clear that internal competition is healthy and every player has their moment. The topic of Mbappe's fitness was also raised, with Alonso offering an encouraging update. The French star, who continues to draw global attention, is steadily regaining top form. "I believe he will be in even better shape by Saturday. There's still time and I trust Kylian completely," Alonso added, showing his confidence in the world-class forward. Mbappe's gradual return to full strength could not come at a better time as Real Madrid aims to lift yet another international trophy. Speaking about Gonzalo Garcia, the young striker who has impressed fans and coaching staff alike, Alonso was full of praise. "I'm very pleased with him and the whole team. He's been excellent, scoring goals and giving everything he has," he noted, clearly proud of Garcia's work ethic and hunger to improve. "We're pushing him to keep this up, and he's taking full advantage of every minute on the pitch," Alonso added, highlighting the competitive spirit within the squad that drives players to make the most of every opportunity. The Real Madrid manager also made sure to acknowledge the contributions of other key players who have stepped up recently. On Turkish wonder kid Arda Güler, Alonso said, "He's doing great, but it's not just him. Aurelian and Downey are also important." The former midfield maestro stressed the collective effort needed for success. "A team isn't built around one player. We're working on making our midfield stronger as a whole," he explained, underlining his philosophy that unity and balance are essential. Alonso also reserved special praise for Federico Valverde, whose performances have been vital to Madrid's stability and energy. "Having Fed makes my job much easier. He's a fantastic player who gives his all and motivates the rest of the team," Alonso commented, showing the respect Valverde has earned within the dressing room for his relentless work rate and leadership. Finally, attention turned to new signing Trent Alexander-Arnold, whose quality delivery from wide areas has already made an impact. Alonso acknowledged both the positives and the areas for development. "That cross to Gonzalo is classic Trent. He's done it hundreds of times. But on the right side, he needs to work on his dribbling and link-up play," he admitted. Alonso knows integrating new players takes time, especially in such a demanding system. "It's a challenge for him since there hasn't been much time for team training, but we're working on it," Alonso concluded. With a quarter-final clash on the horizon, Real Madrid looks sharp, determined, and focused under Alonso's guidance as fans eagerly await the next chapter in their Club World Cup journey. The striker's super finish reflects the superiority of a Madrid side that is on the rise. Valverde pushes the Whites forward against a Juventus that threatens from the start and ends up hanging on Di Gregorio. Xabi Alonso's Real Madrid responded to the demands of the quarterfinal tie, with the maturity of a team constantly on the rise. It was Gonzalo who finished off Trent's perfect cross with a splendid header, but it was a collective victory, with Valverde leading the way both on and off the ball against a Juventus side that gradually crumbled under the pressure of Real Madrid. Di Gregorio's handball prevented a much more comfortable victory for a reliable, solid, and at times brilliant Real Madrid side. As expected, Juventus multiplied the difficulty level for Xabi's Madrid, who insisted on using three center-backs, with Gonzalo as a striker waiting for Mbappé, and Arda Güler in the center of the play. With a similar system, the Italian team went from strength to strength, but always taking advantage of Madrid's weak spot: the right. Between Rudiger, Trent, and Arda, Yildiz, who is a tremendous talent, and Kolo Muani, who had a one-on-one from the start, found the attacking path. If he smashed it into Dibu's leg at the World Cup, in Miami he tried to save Courtois' body and sent it over the bar. It was crystal clear. Alonso sought a solution when he registered a second attack in that area, one from Yildiz who got away from Arda. He decided to switch to the midfield and reinforce the right with Valverde. The Uruguayan didn't hold back either, but Madrid did plug the leak and began to navigate, guided by Federico. They struggled to create chances, and in fact the clearest chance also came from their right side, where the midfielders connected. From Arda to Valverde, and from Fed to Bellingham, who collected in the 6-yard box. Di Gregorio saved and Rugani burst in to clear the danger. In a balanced match, a nuance makes the difference. For example, if Marciniak, who has a reputation for being pro-Madrid, had punished Huijsen's challenge in the box, like Facundo Tello did with Asensio's, Madrid would have had a penalty opportunity to take a lead at halftime. They didn't do so on the scoreboard, but they did in the play, with Valverde testing Di Gregorio from distance as the best option. The match ended with a serious threat of a storm. There were no changes after the break. Not in the starting lineups, not in the scene, not in the play. Because Madrid unleashed itself from the first minute and were a whirlwind, with a left-footed volley from Valverde, then a crossback from Vini that Trent sent over. Later with a fine finish from Bellingham after a fine individual move. Huijsen surprised everyone with a volley from the left that forced Di Gregorio to make a superb save. The best was yet to come. Trent's run down the right, the well-timed measured cross, perfect for a finisher like Gonzalo. Xabi compared him to Raul, and it looked like Santillana rising, hanging in the air and timing his header. Impossible for the Juventus goalkeeper to clear. Tudor had to come on, due to Kelly's injury, the center-back, and because Madrid were threatening to clinch the match. It seemed like they were going to switch to a 4-man defense with Kostic and Nico Gonzalez, while Valverde delivered a stunning overhead kick that Di Gregorio saved. But it was Xabi who sent Tchouaméni into midfield to form a 4-man line there. Real Madrid's intensity and pressing no longer allowed Juve to get out. Real Madrid's coach didn't invent anything new by giving Mbappé his debut at the Club World Cup. He removed Gonzalo. It was only natural. He also replaced Modric in midfield for Arda, who grows with the team. Each game gets better. There was only one qualm about Madrid. They hadn't finished the job. And Juve have quality players. Nico Gonzalez grazed the post with a long-range left-footed shot. But Madrid was creating so much, with Vinicius bursting down the left, forcing Thuram, Rugani, and Di Gregorio to make extra efforts when the rest couldn't reach them. This Madrid also frequently uses long-range shots because they have players capable of using them. Ceballos came on at the end, almost as a reward for Valverde, Imperial. Rodrigo didn't appear, watching Gonzalo's brilliance from the wing. It is what it is. Madrid is getting better every day, more intense, more rounded, and the number 11 doesn't figure into the equation. Saturday will be a quarter-final date. Xabi's Madrid is becoming reliable.